Hi guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone is doing good. Today I'm going to show you how I made this yarn Easter bunny. It's really simple to make. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it and leave me a comment. For this wreath, you're going to need one of the tinsel Easter bunny faces from Dollar Tree, and you're going to need a wreath ring, and mine came from Dollar General and mine is the 12-inch. Dollar Trees are the 14-inch, but they were sold out. So you'll also need some chunky yarn. Now it does not have to be this yarn. This is just what I chose from Hobby Lobby. Any kind of yarn will work. And so first you're going to want to take the little bunny and remove the tinsel off of its frame. Just be very careful when you're removing the tinsel because the frame is plastic and it could break, but if you do happen to break it, just hot glue it back together and it should be fine. So this is how it looks without the tinsel. Now you're going to take your yarn and just turn your little bunny to the back side and tie your yarn onto the frame. Last year I made a similar wreath to this one using the twine, so I'll link that video in the description box below for you. But you're just going to take your yarn and you're just going to wrap the little bunny frame. Now you can do it messy or you can do it in a line like I'm doing here, but just try to make sure and get it nice and tight. You could remove the little pegs that are sticking out on the frame if you wanted to, but I just think it's easier to get the yarn to stay in place by keeping the pegs on, but they will show just a teeny bit, so that's just a heads up to let you know. At first I was cutting a strip of yarn, tying it on, and then wrapping it, then tying it off, starting a new piece, but I found it to be easier just to keep it continuous, so I just kept it with the whole ball of yarn and just continued wrapping. Now I did put a double layer of yarn on its little face and then also a double layer of yarn on the ears. So I just kept on wrapping it, so a double layer of yarn. You could do it with a single layer, but I just think it looks better with 2 layers. When I got to the top of the bunny's ear, I added a dot of hot glue to the little frame and then placed the yarn over it, held it for a few seconds until it had time to dry, then I continued wrapping the little ear. You could stop right here and just add a cute bow, and this would be a cute wreath for Easter, or you could go ahead and do like I did, and I just took my wreath form, I just tied on the yarn, and then I just wrapped it. So make sure you get it nice and tight and close together. Now I just did a single layer of yarn for the body, and I still had a lot of yarn left, so it really did not take as much yarn as I thought it would. My yarn was purchased at Hobby Lobby. I purchased it last week when they had the yarn on for 30% off. Now I have both of my pieces wrapped with the chunky yarn, and I just love this yarn. I love the colors, and I think it turned out really pretty. So you don't have to put it together. There's all kinds of options with these yarn wreaths, but I took a zip tie, just threaded it through the little bunny's head frame, and then wrapped it around the wreath form and just zip tied the two together. This yarn bunny wreath will need to be kept inside, and it turns out so cute. And I also tied a big bow because y'all know I love making big bows. So let out a tail, make a loop, keep it pinched tightly in your left hand, go the opposite side, make another loop about the same size as your first loop, go back to the other side, make another loop, check to make sure they're about the same size, back to the other side, same steps until you get the bow the size you want. Next, let out a tail. Now I decided to use 3 colors of ribbon with wire. So I'm starting with my second color. So let out a tail, and we're just going to stack it on top of the pink ribbon. So make a loop, try to make it the same size as the other loops. Now if you have a design, sometimes you have to twist the ribbon to keep the design on top. Now I did a double bow with the solid pink, a double bow with the pink and green, and then with the yellow I just did a single bow. And you'll need to have some floral wire close by to wrap it tightly around the center of your bow. To dovetail the ends, fold your ribbon in half with the edges to the left side, go to the folded side and cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. And for your bow, you will want to use ribbon with wire. It just makes a prettier bow because the loops will stand up. Now you're ready to fluff the loops on your bow. Sometimes it takes just a little bit of time to get your bow shaped just like you want. You will have to let me know what you think of this bow on this wreath. I have debated about changing it out for another bow, so you'll have to let me know if you like the bow or if I need to make one of a different color. I do have some purple ribbon, so I thought about tying a big bow with the purple ribbon, but I don't know yet. I can't decide, so you'll have to help me decide. So next I'm just taking the wires on the bow, threading them through the wreath form, then I'm going to go to the back, give the wires a few twists, cut them off and fold them down. And now you have your wreath, but I decided I wanted to add a cotton tail. So I had purchased some purple yarn also at Hobby Lobby, and so I decided to make a pom-pom to make its bunny tail. That's another thing. Do I need to change out the pom-pom bunny tail for a white one? I asked my daughter which one she liked better, and she said she liked the purple one. So let me know which tail you think I should keep. Should I keep it the purple, or should I make a white tail? If you do not want to make a pom-pom bunny tail, Dollar Tree also has the little cotton tails that clip on, and then Hobby Lobby also sells the white cotton tails too. I took the wreath outside and hung it on my front door. That way you could see the colors better, but I will take it back inside, and I'm probably going to hang it up in my living room. So I hope you enjoyed watching me make this wreath. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below.